Good evening, brothers and sisters. To formally start our program for tonight, let us all sing Junuguk Anthem.
수려한 꽃봉오리 사랑의 장미 희망의 새 소식이 만발하도다 고대 영육의 주와 천주까지도 억만세 태평성대 길이 빛내세 자유천이고 숭고한 하늘 빛깔 송별의 백합 선하고 빛난 정신 이어가도다 고대 영육의 주와 천주까지도 억만세 태평성대 길이 빛내세 평화천일국 순정의 기쁨이 있다 천년한 날에 영생의 이상향을 나타내도다 고대 영육의 주와 천주까지도 억만세 태평성대 길이 빛내세 통일천일국 사계절 휘날리는 천일국 깃발 천진 장부모님 소망하도다 고대 영육의 주와 천주까지도 억만세 태평성대 길이 빛내세 행복천이국.
To lead us with the opening prayer, may I request Mrs. Sylvia Omayon Pera.
Okay, dear brothers and sisters, please join me in prayer. Good evening to you, our most loving Heavenly Parents and victorious parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Today, Heavenly Parents, we are truly grateful because you've given us this very precious opportunity to gather as one family through this virtual platform, Heavenly Parents. As we have to welcome all brothers and sisters, young people, second generation, first generation together, Heavenly Parents, we would like to offer this as a condition for us to really push forward what you want us to really realize, Heavenly Parents. We understand that both generations are equally needed, Heavenly Parents, in this particular golden time during the time of our true parents. So we implore for your divine presence to be with us from the beginning to end and use our leaders, our moderators, and every one of us, Heavenly Parents, to have possessed in open mind and heart so that we can really be able to understand and discern more, Heavenly Parents, of your words, the words that we're going to hear tonight, Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much for blessing and for protecting everyone, for granting everyone good health, and for the beautiful opportunity as we gather today. So once again, we offer all these things to you in gratitude and humility. In my name, Sylvia Pera, Chandler's family, Joe.
Ju, thank you so much. Welcome, brothers and sisters. Good evening, brothers and sisters, once again. May I request everyone to kindly turn on your cameras as much as possible up until the end of our program. Requesting everyone to discuss the meeting guidelines. I would like to welcome our very own Kuya Herwin Kalinawan. Welcome.
Give me 1 second. Wait lang sandali ha. Allow me to share my screen. Ah. All right, so welcome, Six Batch. So before we formally begin, we have this basic meeting guidelines that we need to follow while attending these 21 days. 21 days online event principal lecture series. So, six batch na to siya. Yun. Tapos na kami sa batch. Ay, tapos na ba? Hindi pa, hindi pa. Gawin ko pala yung fifth batch. So, yun.
Actually, parang
And-
7th batch na to eh. Kasi meron
Yeah, kasi we
special
have-
batch tayo na.
So, yun. Six batch 21 day online divine principle lecture series starting today. Matatapos siya April 27, 2021. So, almost 3 months. Grabing 21 days yan. So, this is under the program of PFD, Philippines, and with the support of Universal Principle Training Academy, a 1-year training program of a study of divine principle. So these are the basic guidelines, meeting guidelines that we need to follow. There are 5 lang. I hope na ano natin. Unang-una, yeah. Wala naman sigurong international, so I can speak Tagalog. So, but I'll try to speak English. So, number 1, time. So it is very important whenever since we are the one who knew about the principle, we should be on time, especially here in these 21 days. Whatever meetings, it applies, whatever may mga meeting tayo na-attend. So we should always be on time. So don't be late. So ang oras niya mag-start ng 7:30. Exactly 7:30, whether nandito kayo or wala pa, we will start the session. And matatapos siya ng 10 p.m. So 2.5 hour. And then every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So 2 meeting every week. Yan. Kaya aabot siya ng almost 3 months. So please, don't be late. At least 10 minutes before 7:30, like 7:20 ganun. Yeah. Okay, so second, mute yourself. Upon entering the Zoom, always mute yourself kasi to avoid noisy, and then pag may mga nag-start na ng lecture. So, pero of course, during the lecture or after the lecture, if the lecturers will ask something, so you can unmute yourself. Depende kung tatawagin kayo. But if hindi naman, so always mute yourself. So, yun. I hope alam niyo kung saan banda. Yan. Next, number 3, turn video on. So, always turn on your video para makita namin kayo na you're attending, you're attentive during the lecture. Ganun. Then, ma-monitor kayo ng mga staff din namin. So just click that button there to turn on your video. And rename yourself. Isa sa pinaka-importante din. Kasi yung iba walang pangalan. Minsan pangalan ng cellphone. Oppo, ganun. Samsung, ganun. So, ang dapat is name and then after nyan is yung region. Like me from HQ din. Lagi ko HQ. Kung saan region ka, region 4A, ganun. NCR, ganun. Or, so, importante yan. So, starting, yeah, I hope na you have to you can rename yourself now. So, while I'm discussing here. It also important sa attendance din. So, chine-check namin yung attendance every session. So, makikita namin kung sino yung laging nag-attend. This is your condition. So, please be attentive. This is just twice a week. So, please. And then last, questions and reflections. So, after the lecture, we allow participants to ask questions and we ask also reflections from them, from you guys. If you really understood the topic from the divine principle. So either oral or written. I mean, during the Zoom session, oral lang nag-ask kami ng reflection. But after the Zoom session, we will send a link sa GC, the group chat, and then done, you can write your reflection. So yeah, questions are very important kasi so that we will know your heart and your understanding about the principle. And since we are talking also about the preparing also for the blessing, so it really helps us, guys, for you na you could share your heart also towards our leaders, our lecturers. Okay, so yun, those are the 5. So I hope let's enjoy this 21 days and let's learn and understand more the heart of God. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kuya Herwin, for that reminder to all have listened well and took down notes to those basic meeting guidelines that should be followed all throughout the 21 days that we will be spending together. So thank you very much once again. So to proceed, let's now go to the welcome remarks. To start with, the VFP Asia Pacific 2 Director, Mrs. Dulce Cuyayo. Let's all give her a warm round of applause.
Good evening. How are you?
Buti po.
Dapat lang, no? Laging mabuti tayo because we are now in the golden age, right? So I'm so inspired, to see this many young people. Meron ding hindi masyadong young. At meron din namang kamuntik ng hindi maging young. So anyway, I know that you decided, to attend this virtual divine principle kasi hindi kayo pinilit, right? Voluntarily. Nag-register kayo. Tama? So, like our physical body, kailangan maging meron tayong kailangan meron tayong nutrients sa katawan natin para ma-maintain ang health natin, no? So same din ang ating spiritual self. kailangan niya ng nutrients para mag-grow at saka maging healthy. So itong divine principle na ito, isa ito sa pinakang nutritious, food na dapat pinapakain natin sa ating spiritual self. Maybe, I'm sure that all of you meron naman kayong foundation na sa divine principle, right? But, the more na naririnig natin ang divine principle, the more na nare-realize natin sa ating sarili na kailangan talaga natin ito. So divine principle is like yung backbone natin, di ba? Pag wala yung backbone natin, makikripple tayo. And I hope na ito yung pinakang strongest na bone natin sa katawan natin, sa spiritual self. And then so that whatever yung mga pangangailangan natin spiritually, ma-maintain ito. And of course we have also our hunduke, to Father's words. Every morning I hope na nakaka-attend din kayo. Before we had our Dr. Young that every morning nagbibigay siya ng internal guidance. And actually this time we can still, listen to his guidance. But meron pa rin tayo dito ngayon sa Philippines, our national leader really, nag-organize nitong virtual hunduke. But itong mga ito, kailangan natin to sustain our spiritual life. Pero very, very important itong divine principle. Kasi ito lahat, naandito lahat. Ito yung pinakang, ito yung pinakang core ng ating spiritual health. So this divine principle na na-organize, thank you Kuya Randy and all the UPTA staff for continuously, doing this online divine principle. So lahat tayo dapat ganito yung ginagawa natin. If not, I mean the fact that God has given us, this principle na tayo siguro nag-ahead from other people. So it means meron tayong responsibility to share this. So kahit hindi pa tayo marunong mag-lecture, but once you have within you, parang naturally may i-share mo ito sa ibang tao. So I hope this workshop will really help you to gain more confidence of sharing the principle to other people. And most of all, applying this into our daily lives, kasi mas malakas din kasi yung effect ng yung ating example, yung lifestyle natin, how this really affect also other people. And I hope na this will continuously give you strength internally and guide you until to the point na lahat tayo maging real sons and daughters of Heavenly Parent. Of course, meron dito mga second generation. But still, second generation has to grow, And then for the first generation, so please let's continue to, gain more this spiritual power. And this time na andito tayo sa second 7 years course na ibinigay uli sa atin ni True Mother. And I'm hoping na lahat tayo makaparticipate dun sa goal the Heavenly Parent, the two parents, and all humankind. Ano yun? Chunil ko. Parang, if we will just look at outside, parang imposible yata yun. But then, uh, habang naiintindihan natin ang principle and habang naiintindihan natin yung present providence, doon natin nakikita na talagang andito na tayo sa era na ito, no? So let's really enjoy this time, enjoy in a way that we are doing something na connected tayo kay two parents, kay two mother. And then let's all bring victory, kay Heavenly Parent, kay two parents. So that not only just doing our best, but your mother said, let's be victorious. No? So andun na lahat yon. So dear brothers and sisters, dear elders, parents, second generation, thank you so much for giving this time, for allowing yourselves to be here and be part of this 6th batch online divine principle webinar. Thank you and see you again, one of this, dito sa isa sa mga lectures nyo sa time nyo dito. So we will meet again. And lahat ba kayo ay blessing candidates na? Hindi pa, no? So ito, ito yung magpapa-inspire sa inyo and mag-give sa inyo ng confidence na really I have to be a blessing candidate. Really, I want to receive the blessing. Yeah? So thank you so much and again, success and good luck.
Thank you so much po again to Ate Dulce for that reminder to all of us here. Let's all once again give a warm round of applause to our PFD Asia Pacific 2 Director. Thank you po. At this juncture, let's once again hear another welcoming remarks coming from our BFD Education Head, Dr. Randy Ann. Let's all give a round of applause.
Akala ko tapos na. Anyway, good evening, brothers and sisters, and welcoming remarks. So welcome. Actually, for the background, bakit nabuo tong webinar na to, I remember when nung gustong i-match sa kay Bless ni Mother yung dalawang true grandchildren na nag-join ng blessing last time. Bago pinapunta bago minats ni Mother, 7 days muna niya sila ng Divine Principle sa Hawaii. And that was the time na sabi ko, why True Mother needed to send the true grandchildren to 7 days Divine Principle. And gaya nga na sinabi ni Ate Dulce, this is the backbone of our education. Ito yung message na pinaghirapan ni True Father na hindi lang ipaintindi sa atin but ipasabuhay sa atin so that we can start a new beginning. Ito yung education na we have to carry on, not only the book as a form of knowledge, but it is the transformation of our lifestyle. Okay? Kasi yun yung life of attendance na sinasabi natin is not only knowing that true parents is the Messiah. The most important is how can I become like and true parents, and how can I multiply the blessing of our true parents to all people around the globe. Na sabi nga ni Father, sabi nga rin ni True Mother, di ba? No one should be left behind, but all of us should enter the kingdom of heaven, because that is the desire of God. That is the desire of our true parents. Aju? So, marami nagtatanong, why do we still need to attend this 21 days online divine principle? Ang dami na naming na-attenda na seminar. So, it seems that what's the difference? Okay? We cannot say that there is a big difference, but what we wanted is we wanted you to discover, okay, the difference of these 21 days with all other 21 days. Kasi kung sabihin namin na merong kaibahan nito, baka
Yes.
ma-frustrate lang kayo. Kaya better na you should be the one to discover. We will help and guide you to discover that. That's our main role and main purpose. Yung mga lectures natin, yan yung training na pinagdadaanan nila. Even they themselves, they are undergoing training. Okay? Kaya nga, ang mangyari dito is hindi lang kayo magtatanong, even as we will be asking you as well. And the focus of our training of our seminar is how we can embody the principle. Yung sinasabi na subject and object unity, hanggang dun lang ba sa text sa divine principle? Anong relationship niya sa buhay ko? And saan ko na-apply to sa buhay ko? Okay. So these are the things that we'll be discovering along the way in these 21 days. And ang pinaka-main goal natin is how we can really raise ourselves to become the true sons and daughters of God. And ultimately, at the end, the Messiah is already here. I must receive the matching and the blessing from the Messiah because I wanted to start a new culture, a new tradition, and a new lineage. And I believe this is what you wanted as well. Tama po ba? Do we have the same goal po? O gusto natin ipagpatuloy yung environmental influence na laging nagbibigay sa atin ng problema? Right? False hope. Pero dito, we will be the one to find the right hope with God and true parents, centering on the principle. So, brothers and sisters, I know na minsan mahirap ang internet, kaya bago pa man we already prepared some ways na you can still attend, pero hindi naman pwedeng throughout na mag-attend kayo sa online na YouTube. Kung hindi pwedeng Zoom sa phone ninyo, you can attend online. Pero dun sa online, when you attend online, there is also an interaction because we will be sending questions sa chat para sa ganun maano namin kung nandoon nga ba talaga kayo o hindi. Because sometimes, kahit nga dito sa Zoom, di ba? Physically present, hindi pala physically. Okay? Webinar present sa webinar pero may ibang ginagawa. Okay? Tapos pagdating na daming tanong kasi hindi naman talaga totally nakinig and hindi nakapag-focus. Okay? So kaya even sa YouTube link, I already give instruction to one of our UPT staff that is monitoring yung YouTube. Meron siyang gagawin para sa ganun she can check kung andiyan ba talaga kayo o hindi. Okay? And all of these things are being set into your attendance to this webinar. Etong seminar na to is, it's a learning process for the lecturers, but most especially is kayo ang sa inyo tong seminar na to. Okay? We are just an instrument so that we can learn together. Hindi lang kayo matututo, but you are also teaching us. Aju? And ultimately, we can make God and true parents be proud of us. And also, we can start a new beginning of our life. So once again, brothers and sisters, this is not just a welcome, but let's do the journey together from the beginning until the end. And after this seminar, let's continue our journey by becoming the substantial image of God and true parents in front of our brothers and sisters. So good evening, everybody.
Thank you so much, Paul, Dr. Randy, for that very inspiring message and for that reminder as well to all of us here. So I hope everybody got to take down notes and listen very well to the messages, the welcome remarks that we just heard from two of the pillars for why this event is happening right now. So thank you so much, Paulette, Vika Dose, and then Sir Randy for the welcome remarks. And uh, right now, I would like to welcome everyone. But before that, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm um, Christine Bell de Apera, and I'll be your coordinator for tonight. So, welcome once again, brothers and sisters, to the sixth online Divine Principle lecture series. So, I hope we will be together until the very end. So, right at this very juncture, we will be introducing ourselves. But before that, may I request everybody to please open up your cameras and as well as when you're being called, please unmute yourself and introduce yourself. Thank you so much. So let's start with Sister Marvic Claire Advincula. That's all. Welcome, Ate Marvic 5678. Welcome. Oh, my bad. To introduce yourself, brothers and sisters, please state your name, your center, your age, and why you, the reason why you wanted to join the 21 day online Divine Principle Lecture Series, and what are your expectations for this series? So let's start with Ate Marvic. 5678, welcome. Ate Marvic, are you there? Hello po.
Hello. Yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm Marvic Avincula, and I'm 27 years old. So I'm in Antipolo right now in NTC Center full time here and from ano yun, from NTC from National Education Department Secretary from under Sir Ariel Rialin. And that's all. Thank you so much.
Ate Marvic, can you share to us your reason why you joined the 21 day online Divine Principle Lecture Series and your expectations na rin po?
Right now, during my YLT mission last 2019 to 2020, I'm really motivated to really do my mission to do full time, and then I realized I have something to really need to fulfill first, which is the blessing. So I'm really motivated right now. So after my LT, I pursue to fulfill this matching and blessing seminar. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much po. Let's all welcome Ate Marvic. And now let's call on to our next participant, Ate Sister Carla Bailador. 5678. Welcome.
Hello po, good evening.
Mm,
Hi, my name is Carla Bailador, 27 years old, from Quezon City.
Ate Carla, is everything okay po?
Ang hina ng connection.
Let's
Ate,
continue then. Your expectation or reason why you want to attend your
Expectation ko po yung mapaano yung pagsasama ng couple, ng family. Yun po yung expectation ko dito. First time ko lang po dito.
kapatid ka niya, no? Ni Ate Jenny.
Ano po ako, kapatid po ako ng asawa niya. Ay, ng kapatid niya pa asawa ko po.
Ah,
Sister-in-law ni Jenny.
Yes po.
welcome po.
welcome po
Thank
Ate
you po.
Carla.
Thank you po.
Okay. That's all. Welcome, Ate Carla, brothers and sisters. Welcome. So to proceed, let's welcome Brother Mikael Ray Balulod. 5678. Welcome.
Hello. Hindi po ba maingay? Good evening po, brothers and sisters. I am Mikael Balulot from Caloocan Center, and aside from my leader asking me to join this workshop or series of lectures, it's part of my training as a full-time member para po ma-further understand ko rin yung divine principle, because it's never too late or there's never enough learning when it comes to divine principle. And I guess expectations, yes, I'm very much looking forward to learn more in this online workshop, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much po, Kuya
Um,
Mikael.
Kaya Michael, your spiritual birthday. When did you meet the movement?
Paulit po ng isa pong
Kailan mo na-meet yung movement? What year?
yung alin po?
Yung church or
Generation.
Ano po ako, I'm a second gen, pero
I'm sorry.
yun po. My mother has for as long as I could remember, mga kindergarten, we've already been practicing the divine principle, yung sa pa lang. We occasion kasi my mother is she's been away from home most of the time, especially in my earlier childhood. Pero whenever she was with us, we held hundoke every morning.
Thank you, Kuya. Tagan dyan pala.
Thank you so much po, Kuya Mikael. Let's all welcome Kuya Mikael, brothers and sisters. And now, let's go to Sister Faye Balulod. 5678. Welcome.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes po.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. My name is Faye Balulot. From Center of NCR Pasig. Oh, Um, so yeah, well, I just found out from my brother this this day today that there was actually a 21-day workshop. So, but the reason I joined was so that I could understand more about the principle and also about the perspective of other members and my expectation, yeah, to understand. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much po, Ate Faye. That's all. Welcome, Ate Faye, brothers and sisters. And now let's go on to our next participant, Ate Jennifer Cuasito. 5678. Welcome.
Okay. So, good evening po. Narinig po?
Yes po.
Okay. So, good evening, leaders and elders and brothers and sisters. So, by the way, I am Jennifer Cuasito and my nickname is Jenna. Yeah. And I'm currently staying here at Commonwealth Center, Quezon City. And I actually come from Mindanao. And my motivation in joining this Divine Principle Lecture Series is actually I really wanted to join Divine Principle seminar since I only have my 3 day uh, Divine Principle lecture. So, but then due to pandemic, so I cannot join face to face. Then this time, since we have now our internet connection stable, so I decided to join and expectations, yeah, I just like all of us, I really wanted to understand more the divine principle, not just knowing it by concept, by intellect, but to really practice. And it takes a lot of time and education to really embody the principle. And of course, I believe that this divine principle is this is the heart of heavenly parents. So by knowing this, by having deep education, this divine principle is also understanding more the heart of our heavenly parent and true parents. So I'm looking forward to, yeah, to more more deeper lectures and of course testimonies of our elders, how they really overcome and break through all the overcomings and struggles, especially in front line, and yeah, be victorious, especially in the blessing. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much po, Ate Jenna. Let's all welcome Ate Jenna, brothers and sisters. Welcome. And now let's go to our next, let's all jump into our next participant, Kuya Eljan Fritz Fabila. 5678. Welcome. Nandito po ba si Kuya Eljan Fritz?
Parang nag-join kanina tapos na-disconnect.
Sige, sige. Let's go back na lang sa kanya mamaya. And now, so, ngayon naman, let's all hear from Ate Sheila May. Gacho. 5678. Welcome. Ate Sheila, are you there po? Hello po, Ate Sheila, are you there? Ate Sheila. Hello po. Sige, skip muna natin si Ate Sheila, baka nag-CR break lang. Let's now hear from Ate Catherine Gemarino. 5678. Welcome.
Hello, good evening. Well, hi, good evening. Narinig niyo po ba ako?
Yes po. Pero
Hello?
medyo choppy po kayo.
Narinig niyo po ako?
Yes po. Okay na po.
Ayun nga, ang hina ng bagal ng net. Okay na?
Okay na po.
Okay na?
Yes po. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, brothers, sisters. I'm Catherine Jamarino, 37 from Valenzuela. I joined this 21 days seminar para ma-refresh yung napag-aralan ko with Doc Randy. Sabi rin niya, umaten ako. And then, expectation, to be a better person and to know more about God. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Thank you so much po, Ate Catherine. Let's all welcome Ate Catherine.
Thank you.
And now let's hear from Ate Jocelyn Gimay. 5678. Welcome.
Younger version ni Ate Jo yata.
Hello, good evening po. Narinig po ako?
Yes po.
Good evening, Heavenly Parents, your parents. Good evening, brothers and sisters. Nagulat po ako kasi yung Jocelyn, nakala ko yung name ko na po yung nakalagay sa Zoom. Yeah. My name is San Hana Himay. I'm 19 years old and nag-aaral pa po ako. And yung si mama kasi yung nagsabi sa akin na may lecture, sabi niya sa akin, Hana, may divine principle na lecture, you should join. Sasabi ko nga, okay, wala namang pong problema kasi hindi ako nagsistay dito sa bahay namin. Doon ako sa lola ko. So ito lang yung time na parang na makapag-join ako sa mga lecture. And expectation, wala naman po akong expectation kasi I'm willing to understand everything and open naman po ako sa lahat, and that will be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much po, Ate Sanhana. Let's all welcome Ate Sanhana, brothers and sisters. Let's 5678. Welcome. Nandito po ba si Kuya Nicolas? Kuya Nicolas, are you there? Parang wala yata. Let's proceed na lang sa next. Now, let's hear from Ate Charmaine Mayo, 5678. Welcome. Hello, Ate Charmaine. Are you there?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now, Ate Charmaine.
Okay. Oh, wait lang. Okay. So good evening, brothers and sisters. My name is Charmaine Mayo. I am 19 years old and I am from Mindanao, Region 10. And the reason why I'm attending this 21 days Divine Principles seminar is for me to refresh my knowledge from the lectures I received from the past days, and yes, to refresh everything that I've learned. And also my expectation from this workshop is for me to understand more the divine principle, to understand God's history, and yes, and for me to become a better person and as a blessed child. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much po. Thank you so much, Ate Charmaine. Let's all welcome Ate Charmaine, brothers and sisters. Welcome. And nandito na si Kuya Nicolas. Let's all hear from Kuya Nicolas Lamosao, 5678. Welcome. Labo kuya. Kuya, kindly unmute yourself po so we can all hear you.
Naka-mute ka, kuya. Anik.
Ito po. Hello. Magandang gabi po.
Thank po.
Yun po, I'm Mr. Nicolas Lamusao from Iloilo City. So, I'm already 38 years old po. I joined po sa sa 6 batch nito po. In order po na at least ma-pull ko yung pinaka-purpose of the creation. So, my best to attend na ma-finish yung
Parang na-disconnect
Disconnect,
si
yeah.
Kuya Nicholas. Sige, let's wait for Kuya Nicholas to come back. Let's hear from him later. Pabalik niya. Ngayon, let's proceed to Sister Miyong Grace Mayo. Let's all welcome. 5, 6, 7, 8. Welcome.
Yes, good evening, brothers and sisters. Good evening, elders. Good evening, everyone.
Kami yung...
Okay. Okay. So, my name is Miyong Grace P. Mayo, and I'm from Mindanao, Cagayan de Oro. And the reason why I joined this 21 days is also for my condition, for my matching and blessing, and also to refresh myself about the divine principle. And my expectation is to know more, and of course to understand deeply about the divine principle. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ate Miyong. Let's all welcome Ate Miyong. Welcome. And now let's hear from Sister Roche Modelo. 5, 6, 7, 8. Welcome.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Naririnig po ba ako?
Yes, po.
Okay po. By the way, my name is Roche Modelo from Cavite. Then, ayun, nag-join ako ng 21 days para ma-refresh ako sa Divine Principle kasi matagal-tagal na rin akong hindi nakapag-attend ng seminar. Then, yung nag-attend ako last time ng 3 days seminar about the blessing. So, parang hindi ko siya na-complete kasi nagtuturo ako. So, every session that time ng 3 days is 1 hour lang ako nakakapag-join kasi natapat talaga siya na may turo ako sa mga bata. And then, now, grinab ko yung 21 days kasi gabi yung schedule. So, ayun. So, ang expectation ko, naka-learn pa ng more deep, na pag ni-lecture tungkol sa divine principle. Then, naging maano yung faith ko kay God and true parents. So, that's all, brothers and sisters.
Thank you so much po, Ate Roche. So, welcome, Ate Roche, brothers and sisters. Welcome. Let's now hear from Brother Kenjanel Olahoy, 5678. Welcome.
Unmute siguro.
Hello, hello.
Naririnig ko
Rinig
naman.
ba ako?
Yes, kaya.
Hello everyone, good evening. Hi
Thank
elders, brothers and sisters, mommy selves. By the way, I'm Kenjanel Olohoy. I'm from Mindanao, Cagayan de Oro City, 23 years old. The reason and my expectations is I want to explore more, absorb more, and know the importance and value of the blessing, and really refreshing up myself. That's all. Thank you.
you so much, Kuya Ken. That's all. Welcome, Kuya Ken, brothers and sisters. And now let's hear from Kuya Clinton Prospero, 5678. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. By the way, my name is Clinton Paul S. Prospero. My age is 14 and I'm from Mindanao, Cagayan de Oro, Region 10. This is my first time to join this kind of workshop, but I won't really join because actually it's my first time. But I hear the principle of how to be a better person. So that's why I joined this workshop. So my expectation is to have better understanding of principle what I expected. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kuya Clinton. Kuya Clinton, may I ask who invited you here po?
Actually, it was the Mayo family.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Let's all welcome Kuya Clinton once again, brothers and sisters. Welcome po. And now let's hear from Ate Mary J. Ramayla, 5678. Welcome.
Good evening po. My name po is Mary J. Ramayla and I'm 24 years old from Muntinlupa City. Church po namin is sa sa HQ Quezon City. And my reason is to gain more knowledge po in divine principle kasi I don't have that strong foundation pa po in divine principle. And it's my first time to attend this workshop in 21 days workshop po. And my expectation po matuto po sa sa divine principle and also to build my confidence kasi nahihiya pa ako magsalita. Yan lang po, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ate Mary J. Let's all welcome Ate Mary J, brothers and sisters. Welcome. And now let's hear from Ate Bianahan Marie Salido, 5678. Welcome.
Hello, good evening, elders, brothers, and sisters. I'm Bianahan Marie Salido, but you can call me Biana for short.
Ate, naka-mute ka po.
Okay, sorry. Dinig na ba po? Okay. So, good evening again, brothers and sisters and elders. I'm Bianahan Marie Salido, but you can call me Biana for short because my name is too long. I'm 20 years old from Bacolod City, and the reason and expectation from this online activity is actually my father encouraged me to join this seminar for for me also then na para maging deeper pa yung understanding ko about sa principle tsaka mag-refresh, revive, and reflect dun sa value talaga ng divine principle. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ate Biana. Let's all welcome Ate Biana, brothers and sisters. Welcome. And now let's hear from Ate Nauji Samuyay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Welcome.
Hi. Good evening po, everyone. Good evening, brothers and sisters. Hi, I'm Nelji Samuyag. I'm 25. I'm 24 years old. Turning 25 this year, yeah. I'm sorry. Kinakabahan po ako. Oh my God.
Happy birthday na yan.
Happy birthday, Nelji. Oh my God, kinakabahan ako kasi, ayun, yun po, okay, yung totoo is pina-attend po kasi kami ni Ate Apple dito sa workshop na to kasi hi Kuya Randy, hi there. Kasi nakapag 3 days and 7 days na po kami, except 21 days, hindi pa kami nakapag-attend, so nag-attend po kami ngayon. And, ayun, so, expectation ko, siguro ang tawag nito, ma-refresh po kasi sobrang tagal ko na, medyo matagal na kasi gawa nung nag-aaral po ako, hindi po ako masyadong nakapag-focus sa dito. So, ayun, yung expectation ko is to gain more knowledge about divine principle. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Hindi ako aalis.
Thank you so much po, Ate Nauji. Let's all welcome Ate Nauji, brothers and sisters. So, welcome everyone. May hindi pa ba natatawag? Nandito na ba si Kuya Elgin?
Ate Marilu.
Okay. Let's now all hear from Ate Marilu. Marilu Kasuga. 5, 6, 7, 8. Welcome. Sorry po. Ate Marilu, are you there po? Nandiyan po ba kayo? Hello po, Ate Marilu. Yeah.
Hello po.
Hello po.
Yes, hello po. Good evening po.
Good evening, Ate Marilu.
Doc Randy, good evening po. Sir Herwin, good evening po. Ma'am Christine, good evening po. Hello po.
Hello po, Ate Marilu. Please introduce yourself po.
Opo.
Introduce yourself.
Ako po uli si Marilu Kasuga na taga Valenzuela po. Nag-ano na rin po ako before, kaya lang po hindi ko lang siya natuloy. Sana po this time ma-continuous ko na po yung 21 na divine principle po para makamit uli ako ng mga bagong kaibigan, mapalapit lalo kay Lord. At sana iyaano ko na to, na i-claim ko na matapos ko yung 21 na divine principle kasi nakailang beses na ako hindi kasi laging hindi ko lagi siyang natatapos. Pero sana ito, bless na ako ni Lord na matapos ko siya at marami pa akong matutunan. Yun lang. Good evening.
Thank you po, Ate Marilu. Thank you. Let's all welcome Ate Marilu, brothers and sisters. Um, let's all once again hear from Kuya Nicolas Lamasao. Kuya Nicolas, okay na po ba yung connection niyo? Kuya, kindly
Unmute ka, kuya.
Nakamute po kayo.
Click mo yung parang microphone icon sa gilid.
Ayun. Okay
Ayun.
na?
Yes, kuya.
Yes po.
Oops. Unmute ulit. Unmute ulit, kuya. I-click mo ulit. Yun.
Okay na ba?
Yes, kuya. Yes.
Magandang gabi po. Ako po si Nicolas Lamusao from Iloilo City po ako. 38 years old na po ako. So, nandito ako nag-join sa 6 bat in order na maano ko yung qualification ng sa blessing. So, ma-fulfill ko siya para maging qualify ako sa maka-join sa blessing. So, I will do my best na maano ko siya matapos yung process nito ng application ng blessing. So, ano rin ako na thankful sa ganitong activities na ginawa ng movement para ma-encourage nila yung mga members na maging successful sa blessing. So, hopefully na talagang ano ko yung ni true parents na will na sa mga to the humanity sa tao na maging successful sila na maging blessed, makakonect sa Messiah. So anyway, thank you so much for this evening po. Sa Cavite po ako. Sa Cavite o walang Sige, thank you so much. Magandang gabi po.
Thank you so much po, Kuya Nicolas. That's all. Welcome, Kuya Nicolas, brothers and sisters. So, welcome everyone. Welcome once again to all the participants. And for this time, since nagpakilala naman yung mga participants, it's now the lecturer's turn to introduce themselves. So, okay. Let's start with our lecturer for tonight, Ate Relina Raga Sando. Please introduce yourself po, briefly.
Good evening. My name is Relina. I am a student trainee of the Universal Peace Training Academy, and that's all. And I would like to welcome you for this 21-day online Divine Principle lecture series. We're very happy that we have lots of participants, almost 19 yata, almost 19. So we hope that we all hope that you all finish or complete the whole 21-day Divine Principle. See you during sa graduation. Good evening.
Thank you so much for Ate Relina. I would like to also recognize the 2 participants that we have on YouTube right now. So welcome, brothers and sisters. That's all. Kindly welcome the participants as well on YouTube. And to proceed, let's welcome with another lecturer that we will be hearing from all throughout this journey that we will be having together, Sister Monena Balana. 5, 6, 7, 8. Welcome! Asan mo nan?
Okay, good evening. Narinig na po ba ako? Okay na po.
Okay.
Sorry. So good evening, everyone. Elders, leaders, brothers and sisters, good evening. Um, I'm Manana Balanay, a full-time member here in its headquarters sa National. Then, so I'm the one of the staff here in this DP series. Then, so yun, let's learn together. Sorry this time because I'm quite yeah, I'm quite busy. So, yun, let's learn together and yun, hoping that all of us will survive this 21 days workshop. So, yun lang po brothers and sisters. Welcome po to our this DP series. Yun na po. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ate Manana. Let's all welcome Ate Manana, brothers and sisters. We'll be seeing her from time to time all throughout this journey. Welcome! Also, another lecturer, one of the lecturers that we will also be having all throughout the journey, none other than my mom, Selenade.
Good evening, dear brothers and sisters. It's really awesome to know that our sixth batch is composed of both second generation and first generation. It is really an honor to be with you, and I'm so looking forward to see you from day 1 to day 21 with your cameras on so that we can really see how you guys are doing and how are really this is kind of attendance to our workshop. So yeah, we can learn together. Welcome. My name is
Thank you
Sylvia
so
de
much.
Olmelio de Pera. Sorry, the mother of our moderator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paul. Let's all welcome my mom, Mrs. Sylvia Diapera. Welcome. None, and last but not the least, our pinakamalakas na lecturer natin. I think you will just be foreseeing us and then will let us hopefully maririnig natin siya magbibigay ng lectures natin. So let's all welcome none other than our very own Kuya Herwin Kalinawan 5678. Welcome.
Okay, good evening once again. Welcome, brothers and sisters. So my name is Harvin Kalinawan. My hometown is from Bohol, and then yeah, I graduated in IPSC. So diretso akong na-meet ko yung movement diretso sa IPSC. I graduated 2016 and I am blessed now. Yeah. International yung naman sa akin. International Peace Leadership College. So yun, and ano pa? I'm 27 years old. Yep. And yun, let's enjoy this 21 days. I hope na kung ilan tayo ngayon, ganun din tayo pagkatapos. 24. 20, that's 20. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, Aju. Thank you so much, Kuya Herwin. Okay. Right now we will be hearing from one of the participants who just came. Kuya Fritz Fabial. Are you there, po? Let's all welcome Kuya Fritz 5678. Welcome. Kuya Fritz, nandyan po ba kayo? Naririnig niyo po ba ako, Kuya? Hello po. Fritz Fabian. Fritz. Hello po, Kuya Fritz. Can you introduce yourself po ba? Hello po, Kuya. Baka may technical problems. So we will be hearing from Kuya later on once he's back. So for the next part of our program, we will be having a pre-exam which will be handled by our very own Kuya Hervin Kainawan.
Okay, so we have a pre-exam. Sakto, di ba? Ano lang yun siya? Ilang items lang yun? 9 items lang naman. So, mostly essay yung kind of exam. So, yung iba sa inyo, I think isa sa inyo, first time sa DP. I don't know if makasagot siya this answer, but most of you knew the development principle. So, we just want to know your background about the development principle. Maalala niyo pa. But essay naman siya, so madali lang. O, diba? So, ang process nito is paano siya sagutan through Facebook Messenger. I-send niyo yung sagot niyo kay Ate Monena Balanay. I-send ko yung profile niya sa chat box natin. Ay, sa group chat natin. Para i-search na lang tapos i-send yung sagot. Another way of sending the answer through Gmail. So I will send also yung Gmail niya dito sa chat box later. And pangatlo, pwede niyo isulat. Ganoon na lang. Isulat niyo yung sagot, picturean niyo, i-send niyo kay Ate Monena through Messenger para mas madali. Pero make sure na mababasa yung niyo, handwritten, okay? Basta maganda yung handwritten niyo, parang typewriter. Okay, so let's begin. It's only like we will give you 30 minutes. Then after 30 minutes, we will formally begin the lecture. Okay, so I hope everybody's ready. This is the question. These are questions. Yun, 1 to 8 lang siya. 1 to 8, 1 to 9. Okay. Okay, good luck. Your time starts now. Matapos siya ng 9:20. Huwag kayo ma-pressure. Hindi. If may mga questions kayo, don't hesitate to ask. Clarify, ganun. Okay. So, while doing the exam, sa music tayo. So pag di nyo matapos sagutan, you can answer later. Pag mahaba yung sagot nyo, ganun. I mean, you can finish later. Pag out of time na. 8 minutes left. Miyong, 5 minutes. One minute. 1 minute left. Pag hindi niyo tapos sagutan, you can send later yung ano. You can continue answering later and send it later also. Huwag niyo lang pagbukas. Hindi na pwede yan. Alright, so yeah. Ben?
Thank you so much, Claire Irvin. So yeah, and reminder, brothers and sisters, once again, if you're not yet done with the answering the exam, you can continue it after our lecture, and please send it today. That will also serve as your attendance for the day. So yeah, I hope everybody can comply. So submit as soon as you can. Thank you very much. And for now, to go to the last part of our program, our session for tonight, we will be having a lecture
Kaya?
about, kuya?
Picture muna tayo.
Sige po. Okay. Everybody, I would like to request for everyone to open up your cameras so that we can take a picture together, brothers and sisters.
Okay, Ate. Tapos. Saan si Miyong? Saan pala? Si Carla?
Carla.
Kanina dapat. Tita. Mag-picture na lang ako sa YouTube. Doon yung ano. Kasama si Tita Dulce doon. Okay, so Ate Carla mo. Wait na.
Hi Miyong, hi Charmin.
Okay, first picture.
Hello po, sir.
21 days. Smile! 2x2 picture. Yung pang passport.
Profile pic.
Okay. Next. Heart. Sarangamida. Sarangamida. Hanaduset. Then Vision 2027. Sungni. Last. Yung ganito. Ang tawag, ang ano dyan, Hibaragi. Okay.
Hibaragi sila.
Hibaragi sila. Hanaduset. All right. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters.
Thank you so much, brothers and sisters. So now, to proceed to the last part of our program, we will be hearing a lecture about the introduction of a divine principle. So please prepare your pens and your paper, brothers and sisters, to take down notes as you listen to our lecture for tonight. So our lecture for tonight will be none other than my partner, Ate Relina Belenda. 5678, that's all. Welcome her. Welcome. Ano to?
Good evening. Thank you for that introduction. So today, as part of the 21 of the Day1 program, we are to my partner and I are to introduce the divine principle. So let me start with the question in our respective screen. Okay. My name is Relina Respicio Peralta Vilendo. I am a member of the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, or FFWPU. FFWPU is under the umbrella organization of the Heavenly Parents Holy Community. Currently, I am also a student trainee of the Universal Peace Training Academy. I belong to the first batch, and as was introduced or as Sir Randy have when he welcomed you to this 21 day, uh, uh, this 21 as we lecture is our on the job is our training to lecture the divine principle. So, as observed during the introduction of the participants, some of you mem- uh, are matching and blessing candidates. So, my husband and I also participated or have also undergo the matching in mid 1995 in the mid 1990s, and that in 1995 we participated in the 360,000 couples blessing, and after we have overcame uh, uh, challenges to in order to substantiate our blessing, in 2002 we have started family, and that in 2005 we our daughter was born, and that she's now 15 years old, and just like you, some of like the second generations, she also wanted to participate or to apply for the matching when she turned 16 years old. So that's all about me. So let us now start with introduction proper of the divine principle. The divine principle is a written documentation of the revelations and inspiration received by a young lad of 15 years old when he was praying during Easter Sunday. And this revelation was compiled into 21 chapters, and that we will be learning this divine principle within this 21 uh, within the 21-day period, and that the divine principle also has three main uh, major uh, major part, which is it is called the plan, the problem, and the solution. The plan, the first major part is entitled the principle of creation, and the second major part is entitled the human fall, and the third major part is entitled the principle of restoration. So we will be learning all this. Why is it called the plan, the problem, and the solution in this 21-day divine principle lecture series? So let me start with by sharing with you the words of the Reverend Sam Young Moon in his uh, speech entitled "God and Humanity Should Live Together." Where have we been heading through the long period of 6,000 years? So it is estimated that humanity is about 6,000 biblical years. Where are our destiny and real? Human beings are in search of the ideal, longing to live today and tomorrow, yearning for eternal life and deeply attached to life. Where are their hope and dwelling place? I'd like you to ponder on this question as we share to you, or as I share to you the introduction of the divine principle. Let me first start with the human happiness. Who do not like to be happy? Anyone from the participants? So, may I see? Okay na. Okay na. So, since nobody is raising their hands, so all of us wanted to be happy. So everyone is struggling to attain happiness and avoid misfortune. But the problem is, how then does happiness arise? So the answer to this question is that people feel joy when their desires are fulfilled. So it means let's take an example of some of the participants' desire at the moment. you registered in this uh, uh, webinar so that to fulfill your desire to receive your match and participate in the blessing. If you uh, if you receive your match, then your desires is fulfilled so that it can so that you will feel happy. But if you don't receive your match and were not able to participate in the blessing, so that's the time it means you will be unhappy and may lead to unfortune, to misfortune. So this means that it is the original mind that rejoices when an individual's desire was fulfilled. However, the word desire is often not understood in its original sense because in the present circumstances, our desires tend to pursue evil rather than good. How can we explain this? That our present circumstances makes our desire or not makes our desire unfulfilled. So let us take, for example, again your desire of the participants to receive a match and participate in the blessing. For example, um, there was a matching convocation that was conducted, and that most of you have some of the uh, candidates have received a match and the others did not receive the match. So what is the present circumstance of those who received their matches? So what happened if you ano? The more important question is upon receiving your match, it means the desire of the individual has been fulfilled. But the more question is, in order for the match to be confirmed, you need to the individual who received the match must be able to confirm the matching or be able to accept the matching. What if the present circumstance is that? What if the individual or the match that was given to you have not reached your personal standard of a match or your expectation of your match? What will you do? This is the more uh, important question. So if uh, the individual needs to decide if the individual through this to this present circumstance, if the individual is willing to sacrifice his or her personal expectation of of her or his match, and it is more important for that individual to his or her desire to fulfill his desire to receive a match and participate in the blessing. So that individual needs to forgo or sacrifice the his or her expectation of her match so that he can fulfill or she can fulfill his desire to receive a match and then eventually become feel happy. How about the situation wherein those matching candidates who were not able to receive their match in the previous matching competition? What is their present circumstance? Their present circumstance is that uh, uh, they may not continue the blessing since they have their application because they have waited for already for a long time. But if and thus they would be their desire to receive a match and participate in the blessing will not be fulfilled. Thus, they would be unhappy and their desires will not be fulfilled. So there is a possibility that they will feel unhappy. Which this means that the original mind is well aware that the desires pursuing evil lead to misfortune. So when it is our present circumstances or it's the individual circumstance and this over decision over the circumstance an individual met that leads to misfortune or unhappiness. So because the original mind when one decides immediately the original mind knows that this the decision or the choice that the individual made is may lead to happiness or to unhappiness. So the evil desire or misfortune is a result, that means is a result of the decision made by the individual. So therefore, the original mind repels evil and strives to follow goodness, even at the cost of their lives. Meaning, at the cost of their lives is they like to the person like the our example that the person who forgo or sacrifice its individual expectation towards their match have forgo so that they can fulfill their desire. And also for those persons who were not matched in our example to still wait for another convocation, matching convocation to happen, then there is still a possibility to fulfill its desire to receive a match and participate in the matching. So they want to wait. So in everything that we do, we have to every human beings are confronted with choices, and uh, the choices of an individual leads to either happiness or unhappiness. So all human beings, that's why all human beings are confronted with the human contradiction in every state of their development or every minute details of their human life, since we are always confronted with a decision every moment to be happy or not to be happy, and the original mind knows that. Within the self-same individual are two opposing inclinations. The original mind, which desires goodness, and the evil mind, which desires wickedness. So, every human being are always confronted with the desires of the original mind and the evil mind, which is we now know that the evil mind is a result of our present circumstances and a result of our decisions, choices of human being that may lead to misfortune. They are engaged in a fierce battle. The original mind and the evil mind engaged in a fierce battle, striving to accomplish two conflicting purposes. Any being possessing such a contradiction within itself is doomed to perish. Human beings, having acquired this contradiction, live in a brink of destruction. So every moment of our lives, when we decide, we are into brink of destruction, or which is what the usual the usual thing to happen. And Christianity sees the state of destruction as the result of the human fall. So the human fall is the story of our first of the, humanity's first ancestor in the Garden of Eden, wherein they committed a mistake. And we will learn this human fall in detail when we discuss chapter 2 in the particularly on the fourth day of this 21-day lecture series. So, because of the human fall, because of the mistake of our first human ancestors, Adam and Eve, all humanity, all children, all the descendants of Adam and Eve have fallen into human ignorance. So, what is ignorance or what is human ignorance? Considered from the viewpoint of the intellect, the human fall represent humanity's descent into ignorance. Ignorance is defined as the lack of knowledge about something. So lack of knowledge. There is it does not mean that it's lacking of knowledge. There is a knowledge for human beings, but it's not complete. It's lacking. So people are composed of two aspects: internal, which is invisible, and external, which is corresponds to mind and body, where the body follows the desires of the mind, which is the mind is invisible, and the mind, you know that the mind is existing because the body follows the uh, dictates or the instruction of the mind. In the same way, there are two types of ignorance: internal ignorance and external ignorance. Again, when we say internal, it is invisible, and internal ignorance represent spiritual ignorance or the ignorance to the humanity's creator. When we say humanity's creator, we all know that the humanity and the natural created world are created beings, and someone must have created them, and we call that the creator, which is invisible. External ignorance is the ignorance of humanity towards the natural world, their relationship to other human beings, and the relationship to the other to the natural created world, or natural created world. So, in order to conquer ignorance, humanity searches for truth. Humanity, through religion, has followed the path of searching internal truth, and through science has followed the path of seeking external truth. So, in order for humanity to conquer or to correct their ignorance over internal ignorance, they use religion to search for internal truth. That means to search for internal truth, for spiritual truth and the truth about their creator, which is invisible. And external, they use science to in order to search external truth, meaning the truth about relationships, human relationships, and the relationship of humanity towards the other creation. So religion and science is in their own spheres have been the methods of searching for truth in order to conquer ignorance and attain knowledge. However, religion and science, setting out with the missions of dispelling the two aspects of human ignorance, and that is internal ignorance and external ignorance, have seemed in the course of their development take positions that were contradictory and reconcilable. So, religion and science, instead of uniting, they contradict each other. That's the reason why there is a need for a new truth. However, for humankind to completely overcome the two aspects of ignorance and fully realize the goodness which the original mind desires, at some point in history there must emerge a new truth, which can reconcile religion and science and resolve their problems in an integrated undertaking. So the new truth will uh, reconcile religion and science that has been contradicting each other, and that this new truth will bring about the goodness the original mind desires, which is this is to conquer internal ignorance. So what is truth? Certainly, truth itself is unique, walang kapareho, eternal, immutable, and absolute. Scriptures, however, are not the truth itself, but are textbook teaching the truth. So, throughout history, all scriptures, whether the Bible, the Quran, and other scripture that is used by different religions, the seven major religions, are are textbook teaching the truth. They are given at various times in history as humankind developed both spiritually and intellectually. The depth and extent of teaching and the method of expressing the truth naturally varied according to the age. So in the age of from Adam to Abraham, truth was revealed spiritually and intellectually or developed through offering sacrifices, and it develops in the time of Moses through following the law, which is the Ten Commandments, and it was further developed in the time of Jesus Christ through the gospel. In the last days in our time, the truth developed as a new expression of truth. Just like what Jesus Christ have foretold, he have foretold his second coming, and he also foretold that in the second coming, he that there will be a new expression of truth, which can be found in John chapter 16, verse 25, where it says, "Though I have been speaking figuratively, a time is coming when I will no longer use this kind of language, but tell you plainly about the Father." So the new truth is about God or the Creator speaking about the Creator plainly. So what is now? Let us now study the mission of the new truth. The new truth first is that the new truth should be able to reveal the reality of God, which is, as we in the previous chapter slides, we have said that the reality of God, or to conquer internal ignorance, reveal the reality of God and His heart, His joyous heart of creation, as well as His striving heart of salvation to save humankind throughout the long course of history. So we will be humanity during the time of the new expression of truth will be introduced with the new kind, expression of truth of its humanity's creator. And second, mission of the new truth is that the truth must be able to embrace all historical religions, ideologies, and philosophies and bring complete unity among them. As we know and have observed, religions and ideologies and philosophies contradict each other. So, in the new truth has the power to unite these all the religions and ideologies, and these different religions, ideologies, and philosophy. And their unity is the new truth will unite this just like how the mind and body unite, wherein the the new truth will serve us, or will serve as the mind, and the body will serve as the religions, ideologies, and philosophies, wherein the body, the religions, and ideologies, and philosophies will follow the desires of the mind. And also, this new truth is also like the unity of husband and wife. And the last mission of the new truth is should guide fallen people to return to their original state. When we say returning to original state, is that the state wherein human beings do not have sin or sinless, or to become sinless people, just like before the fall of people, the fall of man. So these are the three missions of the new truth. So to understand it clearly, let me share again with you the words of the Reverend Samuel Moon. Since all things exist as a result of creation and the ideal of creation remains within God, someone must appear who will perfect and complete this ideal and result. So, reading this, it means that someone will be chosen by the Creator to reveal the new truth. And who is this? The time has come for us to see that it will not be the word of creation, hindi daw yung natural environment. It will not be God. It's not even God. It must be a human being. So, among the human being, God will living in the last days, in today, in the modern world, he will use one human being. We must become such a person. This is why God has been reaching out for us for 6,000 years. So it means that it is not only that person, but that person will pioneer the 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 new truth, and then and God also chooses other people to attend this and to help that chosen people the person to pioneer the new truth. He has been searching for us to use us the foundation and move us in his realm of possession. So this ultimate life-giving truth, it means the new expression of truth, however, cannot be discovered through an exhaustive investigation of scriptures or scholarly texts, nor it can be invented by any human intellect. Because if this the case, long time ago, it should many people, smart people, intelligent people have come and go. Central figures, saints, and sages have come and go in history. In fact, the scriptures, the Bible, was first published in 1613, and if investigation of the scripture is the answer in order to solve humanity's problem and the universe, so it has been long been solved already if this is the case. But as we observe today, we are still in chaos, and we are still, and we humanity has uh, becoming evil every day, more evil every day. So as it is written in the book of Revelation, you must again prophecy about many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. Revelation, which is can be read in the Revelation chapter 10, verse 11. Truth must appear as a revelation from God. If this truth must be revealed to a person, this means this person must be chosen by God, and that he have trust, God has trusted this person. And in order for God to trust this person, they must have a long-standing uh, relationship, wherein the person whom God chose have displayed trustworthiness in order to receive the new truth, and that he have displayed um, ability to be able to uh, substantiate or implement the new expression of truth, so that the will of God, or the will of creation, the ideal of creation that humanity has been created, will be uh, substantialized here on earth. So, God has sent one person to this earth to solve the fundamental problems of human life and the universe. His name is Reverend Sanya Moon. Reverend Sang Myung Moon is the bearer of the divine principle. He is the one who have chosen by God and have gained the trust of God to receive the new expression of truth. So to summarize day 1 lecture, so the basic will of God is to experience absolute joy and happiness together with His creation, and this is the plan. This is the one of the major part of the divine principle, and that humanity's suffering was caused by humanity's decision not to obey God's commandment, and this is the problem. And then throughout history, God prepared humanity to adhere to His commandment in the last days and in its expression of truth, the solution. So that in God sent an important, trusted, and capable person as the bearer of the new expression of truth. His name is Reverend Sang Myung Moon. For those who have not who is new to the divine principle, I would like to, since you can Google who is Reverend Sang Myung Moon, and you may be you may have you may read some controversies about Reverend Moon. So I would like to share with you the words of Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago, and that can be read in uh, Mark chapter 6, verse 46. The prophet without honor, Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without honor except in his own town, among his relatives, and his own home. He could not do any miracles there except they lay his hand on on few sick people and heal them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. This and with this, I would like to end the day 1 lecture as program. Thank you, and thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Paul, Ate Relina, for giving the wonderful lecture. I hope everybody got to add a takeaway from our lecture for tonight. It was indeed very, um, there's so many things to learn about from there. And I hope everybody get to, learn something out of it. So, okay pa naman tayong lahat, brothers and sisters, right? So I hope you all took down notes, and if you have questions, you can write it. We can entertain it maybe next time. Okay. As for tonight, I think we've just reached the end of our program, and I know it's quite late for all of us, and to those people na those students na may pasok pa bukas. Yes. So yan, thank you so much, brothers and sisters, for joining us tonight. Thank you so much, and I really hope to see all of you again for the next succeeding sessions that we will be having. So thank you so much, brothers and sisters. Let's all give a hand to everyone. Thank you for accomplishing tonight. You all did great, brothers and sisters. Thank you. So, yan. I think that would be the end.
Prayer.
Okay, prayer. Sige, to end the program, so let's end the program with the prayer. Please join me in prayer. Good evening to our most loving Heavenly Parent and victorious two parents of heaven and earth and humankind. Loving Heavenly Parent, we are very grateful for this wonderful and really wonderful opportunity that you have given to all of us, Heavenly Parent. This avenue that you have given to us to meet together, Heavenly Parent, even though it's only virtually, yet still, Heavenly Parent. We are so grateful that we get to meet one another and really listen to your words, Heavenly Parent. Thank you very much for using our dear lecturer, Heavenly Parent, to share your heart and to share your words, Heavenly Parent, and to deliver to us the message that you want us to know, Heavenly Parent. We're very grateful as well that we have been inspired and we have been reminded by our dear elders and lecturers, Heavenly Parents as well. And now that we have this learning, may our dear brothers and sisters, our dear participants, all of us, Heavenly Parent, could be able to really reflect on it and be able to uh, really put into action all the small realizations that we make every day, Heavenly Parent. We're very much grateful once again for this opportunity, Heavenly Parent. Thank you very much for allowing us all to be gathered together, Heavenly Parent. We pray to see each other once again for the next succeeding week, Heavenly Parent, and the next succeeding sessions that we will be having. We're sincerely praying that through this 21-day online divine principal lecture series, we could continuously cover the truth, Heavenly Parent, and as well as develop ourselves to become better individual, Heavenly Parent, and really become your citizens of the kingdom of heaven, Heavenly Parent, and become your sons and daughters, Heavenly Parent. Thank you very much once again, Heavenly Parent, and we sincerely would like to offer to you all the things that we have accomplished for the day and all the learnings and all, Heavenly Parent, the realizations that we have. May He continuously be with us and continue to bless our dear brothers and sisters. Thank you very much once again, Heavenly Parent. I would like to sincerely ask and pray and report all these things in behalf of my brothers and sisters here in G Parent's name and in my name, personal and Sylvia Media for the family. Jew. Jew. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for.
See you on Thursday.
Yes, see you on Thursday, brothers and sisters.
Don't be late.
Hope, yeah, yun. Please remember the basic meeting guidelines that was discussed earlier. And yeah, and for tonight, you can now go and rest and yeah, sleep. See
And
you on
also,
Thursday.
if you wanted to review the session for today, you can go to YouTube, to our YouTube channel, Universal Principal Training Academy, and then you can watch again. And please subscribe and share
Yes.
the channel. Thank
While
you.
you're at it, subscribe and share, brothers and sisters. Thank you again. You can now go, and we'll see you again on Thursday. Hope to see you all again. Good night, brothers and sisters. Good night, everyone.
Good night po sa lahat.
Good night.
Night.
Good
night. Good
Bye.
Bye.
Kenik, saan ka ngayon? Cavite? Nakamute ka kuya?
Bye, Myung.
Bye, Bea.
Bye-bye. Hello. Bye-bye.
Bye, Quinton.
Hello, Tita.
Hello.
Nasa Cavite ka kuya? Nick?
Apo. Apo.
Welcome kuya. Night.
Good night.
Clinton, see you next Thursday. Nawala na siya.